Maybe I gotta hit down here. I'll figure it out
It's been a while
sooner or
since we
later.
used StreamYard. Sorry.
Yep. Which luckily ain't nobody here to see the mistake. So
Yeah, there was. There was two in there waiting.
that was us.
Oh, okay. Paula Wales said, "Well, there you are."
Well, howdy, girl.
Yeah, we finally got it figured out and made it in.
Well, maybe halfway. I still ain't seen no comments come up.
Ours, Miss Red says, "Good afternoon." Mary
Oh,
Ranch says,
well,
"Hello."
howdy, howdy. There they come.
Paula says, "Why are you using StreamYard?"
Well, we decided we'd do it different tonight.
Yeah, we didn't know if anybody wanted to come up and talk tonight or share anything or whatever. And if any of y'all do want to talk, just let us know and
Yep.
we'll keep an eye out. She
Well,
said,
we'll
"Oh,
try
I
our
see."
best.
I like that, Paula. Oh, I see.
Hey,
Skinner Farm says, "Well, hey there."
I might be able to write that.
Yeah, you might be able to. Ain't no junk. That might be easy for you.
It might be.
How are you doing tonight, Skinner Farms? It's a wonderful Friday evening.
Yep, been a wonderful day.
Yep,
I ain't broke nothing today, so it's been a wonderful day.
exactly. He's been actually good today.
I
Ain't
wouldn't go
costing
say
us
that
no
much, but
money today.
I wouldn't say that much,
Paula says, "Thanks for the lack of warning. I have no makeup on and I am not dressed and my hair's a mess. I don't think I'll be going on camera tonight."
Well, we just come in, so I mean,
Yep, we hadn't been in the house but
yeah,
just a little bit. Skinner says, "Getting by." Well, that's a good thing.
yep.
Red said, "Sorry, my phone rang about the time the live started and I need advice on chickens. What you need, girlfriend? Maybe we can help. I'm not the chicken lady or nothing." He
Minus
said,
thing,
"Chicken Papa."
minus thing is just don't let them poop on your shoes.
Chicken poop's good. It
Not
makes
on your
everything
shoes.
grow. She said, "Every time, oh no, this ain't good. Every time we try to introduce Marvin to the chicks, he tries to kill them. It happens sometimes. Sometimes you get a bad
Put
rooster or
Catch him and put him in a small cage in the lot, and then turn the other ones loose and let them get used to the other hens, and then try to reduce, bring him back in.
Do you have any other roosters? Are they all hens or is there another rooster in the thing? Paula said, "Sounds like rooster dinner to me, Red. Sorry."
Possibility.
Paula said he can't be broken, and she said, "You think, Glenn?" Sometimes
Uh,
it does help, but the
that and it,
chance is slim to none, but it's worth a shot.
that and it flogged her, and then fuzzed up at me. I throwed him in the pen with a bunch of other roosters, and he's down there running around loose now, and he runs from everything.
He does.
I can step out the Artie cat, and he heads towards the woods. He don't even want to be nowhere around me.
And she said it's all hens except for Marvin, the rooster. Well, see, I thought maybe if there was a little rooster in the bunch, then maybe, that was why he was doing it because he's used to being the only rooster around all the girls.
But now another thing you can do is, like I said, put him in the cage and take him out of the lot for all 4 or 5 days. And then when you take and put him back in there, he's gonna think that he's in a new lot and he's got to get used to all of them.
But you need to be ready
Yeah.
to grab him and put him back in or something. I would try doing him, like in a cage inside the lot first
Well, no, sometimes taking them completely out of the lot
is better.
is better, because if you keep them out of the lot for 4 or 5 days, then when you put them back, it's like he's going back into a new lot.
Yep. Paula said, Red, maybe you should bring Marvin over when we are there and hand him off to Glenn to put him in check.
I can do it.
Putting him around other roosters will. Either
It
he'll
will
put the
calm him
other
down.
rooster in check or the other rooster will put him in check.
And where we've got 4 or 5 roosters down there well, about 3 or 4 now that's running loose together.
And
they're used to one
group.
another.
They group ganged him.
Yeah.
So he decided he'd calm down big time.
But a lot of times it's hard introducing new chickens into a group that's already there. I've seen hens whoop the crap out of other hens that's new in the bunch. But the best time to put them in is at night, just after they go to roost. Set your new ones up on the roost with them, and they sit there with them all night and wake up with them the next day, and they don't pay them as much attention for some odd reason.
Mary Ranch says, am I the only one with slagging and repeating it over a few times? If it keeps it up, we'll switch to regular YouTube if none of y'all want to come on and talk about anything. Keto Homestead with Jess says, hello.
Yeah, howdy.
And let's see. Red said, nope, it's slagging a bit, but it's been that way on YouTube all day. And then she said the hens have been okay with the new hens. Marvin is a PETA. I hope that's supposed to be PETA. PITA anyway. Paula said I was naughty. Said we tried at night and he was okay till the next day and then tried to kill them.
Well, that's why I said sometimes they take him out for about a week or something and let the hens all get together and then put him back in one night after they go to roost, and then just be ready to check him check them the next morning.
Oh man, JS just said just did my first live. Hope I did well. Honey, I'm sorry. We just got in the house and was rushing around and getting ready to come in here to do this.
Yeah, you should have sent us a message and let us know.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times, especially when people's doing their first
well,
ones,
it wouldn't have probably done no good because we didn't have our phone where we was rushing around to get
I had
ready.
my phone.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I always carry my phone.
Well, it should have come up. Are you?
I don't know.
Because I'm pretty sure that I know I'm subscribed to her and it would have come
Help
up
me
on
remember
mine.
to check after we get off here and make sure, because I'm not sure if I subscribed or not. There's so many channels I'm subscribed to that I can't keep up with them.
She said it's okay. I was having issues. Well, honey, we'll go back and rewatch it. But
Yep.
I know your videos are good.
Yeah.
So, because I always like watching your videos. She said I couldn't get it out to everyone. Now, Red just said that YouTube's been having problems all day because she said it was slagging a bit. Well, no, Mary Ranch said she was having a problem with it.
Yeah, but Paula's one said that YouTube, all the channels have been doing it today that she's been watching.
No, she said it's only been for briefly for me, and Red said it's been doing it all day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, said nope, I'm not slagging a bit, but it's been that way with YouTube all day. Let's see. Paula said, thought you always carry your phone, Glenn. Why won't look at it now? Yeah, why not look at it now? He does carry his phone with him all the time. A lot of times when we go outside, I got in a bad habit when we had the caves. I would never carry it because the caves are constantly sucking on you. But she's wondering about the Keto with JS Homestead.
I would rather watch it when I ain't trying to do a live.
She was wanting you to check and see if you subscribed, so you remember.
Oh. Well, I guess I can do that.
Sorry, sometimes he's just not with me.
Sometimes I ain't here altogether, period. What are you talking about?
Hello, Miss Susan. Nice to have you in here.
Yes.
Susan, do you want to come on and tell about all of your troubles this week? Susan's had a rough few days at her house. I seen yours, but I was feeding Jess. That's why I was late.
What was that? Keto?
Yeah. Keto homestead with Jess. Now homestead. Right there, top one.
Nope, I ain't.
See, I'll beat him later, Jess. I'm sorry.
Hey, your count just went up one.
Uh-huh. Let's see. Where was I at?
And I hit the bell too.
She said, "See if you check now, you won't forget later." That's the reason I was telling him go ahead and do it, because some days it just gets so crazy, or we're so hot or something. We just and we're old, so we just forget.
Yeah, I got old timers disease.
I don't know. Ever since his sugar was running rampant, and the doctors and stuff at the hospital wouldn't tell us. All they done was, have you ever had a doctor to tell you your sugar was high? No. And we didn't know. I mean, we didn't. So it took 6 months after that before we found out. And I'm telling you, his memory and mind has just went downhill big time since then.
Hey, maybe mine will start going around better now.
Maybe. Paula says you're welcome, Glenn.
Thank you.
Red said, can't wait to fall. We're melting here. We understand.
Yeah, it's pretty warm here today out there getting the feeding done this evening and everything.
Uh-huh.
In which,
Noah's in the house. He says, hello, everyone. I'm sorry.
well, howdy, buddy. Paula ought to be proud of me. I've had 1 cup of pop in 2 days.
Yes.
2.5 days.
Yes. Ain't that good, Paula? And Real
I
Life
went
with Michelle and Rob's in the house. Said, hi, friends.
I went 40 some
Hello.
hours without having a glass of pop.
Yep. He really has, and that's the longest that I can honestly say he's ever been without pop since I've known him. Because I used to drink tea all the time, and he used to drink Pepsi. And I don't know why you switched over to Dr. Pepper. Heartburn.
I liked it better.
You liked it better? But then he went to
When
diet.
I had to go to the diet Dr. Pepper was better than the Diet Pepsi.
Life and More Reloaded. Miss Angie says, hi, Michelle. Hi, April. Hi, Glenn. And what are you guys into, LOL?
I'm into being good and nice. She's into being mean.
Yeah. I hope y'all believe that. See the finger? Oh, you need to send Tony a thing. I forgot to. I did. I forgot to send it. And I did say I was going to, and I forgot. Skinner Farm says Dr. Pepper is my favorite. I can handle diet Dr. Pepper, but still, it's just so sweet. And I don't know, like a lot, we keep one in the refrigerator down at the milk room. So if we're out doing something, I need to keep me a jug of tea down there too. But
She don't.
no, I need to.
She'd rather have my Diet Dr. Pepper. That's just an excuse to get into
That
it.
stuff will sometimes get stuck right here, and you talk about, oh my gosh, you can't breathe, it won't go down, it won't come up. I don't know if it's because I'm so hot and I just take a big swallow not thinking, because I know usually if I keep my head bent down whenever I'm drinking instead of turning it up like this and I'll go down at one time, it's not so bad, but sometimes I just get really thirsty and don't think. Susan said there is an older guy that's retired. A tree hit his power meter on his house and ripped it off. The house wires and out, and the power company told him it was going to cost him $8,000 to fix it. He should be able to turn that in on his homeowners, with it being, because that's where that, I don't know if it was a Direcco that come through, Susan, but they had high winds of, she said, between 60 to 80 miles an hour for 2 days or a little over 2 days. And he should be able to turn that in on his homeowner's insurance.
You would think.
He should be able to. Red said, with the heat and drinking Dr. Pepper, the tidy bowl man and myself are becoming well acquainted. Well, that's one reason he quit drinking it. He got to where
Mhm.
he couldn't hardly pee, and that was why he had got to where he was drinking a beer or two every once in a while to help, kind of clean his kidneys and stuff out. But boy, since he's been drinking that water, he's been having to get up in the middle of the night and run and pee like I do if I'm taking flu pills. Life with Rob says, "Hi, everyone."
Well, howdy.
Paula says, "I now only crave a pop once in a while, so I will have Kyle pick me up a fountain pop maybe about 2 or 3 times a year. Just hang in there." Noah says,
Well, that's what I had today. She wanted me to run out and get her some chicken strips. So I had to go get gas, so I had to stop and get chicken strips for her. So and it come with it. It's the only reason I got that in today. 2 days, well, 3 days ago now, she was trying to get me to go into the store that night to get me some. And I said, I've been saying I was going to cut back on them. And as long as they're in the refrigerator cold, I ain't going to cut back. So if it ain't there, I can't drink it.
"That's it." Rob said he's cutting peppers and listening.
I hear you.
Listen to this. Noah says, "I don't like any doctor, not even pepper." I don't like any doctor either.
Me either.
I know they're good for you, but I still don't like them at all.
I was going to try that apple a day thing, but they say that's bad on your sugar.
Kyle says, "Hey, you two, how are you
Howdy.
doing? It's almost time."
Yep.
Paula said, "Do not or don't do that, Glenn. No meals with pop allowed. This means only tea for a meal at the meal deal.
I don't drink tea.
Not unless it's
I've
Long
been
Island, and
drinking
we don't want
water.
him to do that. They might have bottled water out there that you could get. Bojangles, where you got the strips from."
I don't like that bottled water stuff.
We'll take the other water with you.
I like my natural tap water here at the house. It comes out of that spring about 1,000 feet over down there in the woods.
She said the no meal deal's allowed. Paula, I think Kyle's had a ranch for a while, hadn't he? I know you didn't do a ranch on him tonight, did you?
Not tonight.
I was thinking he said that, or Kyle had got one a couple times whenever
Yeah,
he was coming in right smart. We give it to him then. He said, "Yep, looking forward to meeting you two in person." We are too.
we are.
And see, Paula, we got spring water here. It actually comes up out of the ground. That's what we drink, and boy, is it good.
At the foot of that hill over yonder.
And Susan said, "That's good. Good to know. I will let them know because that's what I was thinking." Well, it should. Tampa Boys Custom
Well,
says,
howdy,
"Hi,
buddy.
guys. Hope you're having a wonderful Friday."
Yes. Ain't playing on them go karts or mini bikes too much, I hope.
Paula said, "I didn't remember. There's that old person's disease creeping up now."
That
It
old timey disease.
happens. Yep, old timers. um, if y'all don't care, I would like to take because there's 16 in here now. I want to take just a few moments for us to remember the falling of 9/11. As y'all know, today's 19 years, and there's still a lot of people that's affected by it today, even though it happened 19 years ago. Those family members and friends and all that good stuff. And me and him is just gonna bow our heads a few minutes, and if y'all don't mind, we're gonna do a moment of silence for him, just in remembrance of 9/11. Amen. Because I know there's still a lot of people that, I mean, even to now, I mean, I know everybody in here can probably remember whenever you first heard of the planes and everything hitting, where you was at and what you was doing, because I know I can. And just seeing what those poor people went through, that was just awful. I mean, so awful. And we don't need to forget. And I think it's times like this when we're going through
Well,
all this stuff in the country, we need to remember how close everybody coming to at 9/11, how we all come together and we all fought through that. And that's what we need to be doing now is coming together and fighting through this the same way because we've all been under attack. I just think we all need to come together and
what was that I had you write down today that I thought of?
do like we did at 9/11 and just look out for one another and try to help the other person.
Oh my darn, I can't read it.
Why does it take such a tragedy
Yeah, to
to stop?
stop the color from being an issue.
Yep,
I thought about that today, you know, 'cause you remember back then, you see people, all races, all colors. It didn't matter who or what you was. They was all standing there holding hands, praying, wondering what was going on. And now you can't hardly get, you know, a lot of them people that look at each other without wanting to strangle each other,
exactly.
saying it nicely.
Paula said her niece saw it from her classroom window.
Oh, I'm glad I wasn't nowhere around. I'm glad I didn't get to have to see that in person.
Exactly, because
It was
that
bad
just,
enough watching it on TV.
I mean, it was, I mean, people coming out that many floors up, people that was holding hands and jumping out. I mean, that would have to be so bad to be in there and then to be trapped and it just,
Gloria's in the house.
yep. So I just wanted to take a minute because I know I was at work and heard it on the radio, and
Well, hey, Papa Rock.
that was just something that I'll never forget. There's other stuff I want to say, but I ain't gonna say it on here because it ain't very nice.
Well, you don't need to be able thinking and trying to say stuff like that.
Exactly. Oh, thank you, Susan. Said Susan in winter likes my little kitty. They got some blue eyes. I know that.
Yeah, one mama cat brought in 5 the other day down there at the milk room, and then another brought in what 4 more today,
Yep.
and there's 4 up in the barn.
Yep.
So don't some of y'all want some
We need
kittens?
to rehome some baby kittens. I'm gonna
Yeah.
take some to Tractor
Who
Supply.
all on here's got a channel with your address on there?
Yeah,
We're gonna start sending gifts.
we're gonna do a big kitty giveaway.
Oh, we're just gonna mail them out.
They're so sweet, and it's hard to pet them all every day. And I'm telling you, they all come up to me, want me to pet them, and I try my best to pet them every day. But some days I feel so bad, I don't even feel like feeding.
There's one down there. He's pretty much gray, but then he's marked up with the white like
Hello, Miss Gloria.
what's the cat's name?
Sylvester.
Sylvester. He's marked up like Sylvester, but he's gray and white.
That means he's got white around here and 4 little white
And under his
paws.
chin,
Yep, and a little
neck.
bitty white spot
But
there.
you walk up to him, he'll be sitting there and he'll just scooch way down as you're reaching down at him to start to pet him. And then when you touch him and start rubbing him, he'll just come right up against you.
Yep. Um, Noah said my daughter that had the surgery was in what?
Steve Pack says, hello, everyone. Just wanted to. Where'd it go?
Hello, everyone. Just stopped to say hello. Hello, Mr. Steve Peck. How are
Howdy.
you? Tampa Boy says, I can't stay, guys. Just wanted to smash the like button. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you
Thank
very
you for
much.
being in here.
Yes.
Now, let's see what I missed up here. I know Kyle said he was at work and first thought it was an accidental plane crash. It's like I told Angie made a good point. Angie said we had one race that day as Americans. We were all Americans that day. And that's what it should go back to. We should all be Americans and not no different colors because there's good and bad in all races. It don't matter if you're white, red, black, brown. It don't matter. There's good and bad in all. And it's what's in your heart that counts, not what's on the outside.
Yeah, and if a cop pulls you over and they think they got a good reason and you're not cooperating with them, that's gonna give them more suspicion. And it ain't gonna matter what color you are. If they feel like that you're not safe out there, that you don't need to be out there, they gonna drag you out of the car
Yep.
or wherever you at. They're gonna take you down and take you in to try to figure out everything. So color
And
of skin ain't got nothing to do with that. So I mean, if you ain't doing nothing wrong to start with, it's go ahead and cooperate. It makes things a whole lot easier.
yep. And that's with any authoritative
Yeah.
figure. I mean, just cooperate.
Hmm.
And Skinner Farms, thank you so much for your service. He said, it's like I told y'all last night, and he did tell us that. I volunteered to go to Afghanistan a few minutes after it happened. So we thank you for your service.
Yes.
It takes a special type of person to be able to do that. And
I thought that's who that was.
I commend what?
See, Pick. Where did
Yeah,
it go?
right
If
here.
I'm shaky.
I thought that's
I
it.
thought that was you,
Oh, we're
buddy.
so
It's
glad
glad
you're
to.
back.
Yes, we are very glad you're back.
He seen a comment from you and he said, ain't that shaky? And I said, I'm not sure, Glenn.
I thought it was, but I can't. I'm not good with names.
He's not.
And then you said that, buddy. I'm glad you did come in there and say that because we've been worried about you.
He said, I'm still alive. Nobody knows my real name. Well, Glenn thought it was you, but he wasn't sure. And I knew I didn't know because all I knew you was is shaky because I think you sent your friend's request to Lazy Acres, or was it Glenn and April? So that's why I
I
didn't know it.
I can't remember which one it was,
I don't either. But
but I know I seen that on Facebook that day, and I was like, he ain't having a good day. And then on that live, you went out and didn't come back, and we was all been worried
we
about
really
you ever
was,
since.
especially the next day. We was trying to
Hmm.
get ready to get a hold of you, and
Yeah,
because we love you, you're part of our family,
that's right.
and we hate you had. I don't know what happened,
That
but
was another thing I
hate
was
that
saying
you
to
had
had
such
you
a
to write
bad.
down today. What was that about? The world needs to take a look at our little community here on
Yes,
YouTube to see what how was it to see how we all
get
get along.
along. How our community all gets along with
Yes,
one another, and it is. We got a great support
yes.
community in here.
I mean, I've been on several lives and everything, and
Y'all
I've
guys are
seen
the
a lot of
best.
people, the host gets aggravated and starts scrapping and stuff. And I mean, there might be a reason for it. I don't know. I didn't see. I wasn't there a lot of times, paying a lot of attention because I can't read good, so I can't read all the comments. So it might have been a comment I missed or something that made them mad. But you know, getting mad don't solve anything. You got to take time to, sit down and talk it out with the person. Most people can work out a problem if they just take time to talk about it with each other.
Gloria said, I caught your moment of silence. Amen. Well, I just always, on every 9/11 and on every 9/5, I remember our tragedy where our house burnt and we lost
Well,
everything,
also
and
Louisiana and everything.
Katrina and all that.
Hmm.
But, it's just, and then the 9/11 thing just always sticks with me. I mean, that's just the worst. I just couldn't imagine either having the choice of having to jump out of something that far off of the ground or be burnt so bad. I mean, that would just be so hard to fathom. I mean, I'm not kidding.
Really. I mean, because you're standing there knowing that there ain't no way of going down the elevator or the steps.
Nope.
They ain't, they ain't but one way out. And that's just a bad thing to think about.
We might want to go off and come back in.
Well,
Spitfire Red is doing pretty. uh, Michelle said it's jumping really bad on her end. Are y'all getting us good? I mean, is anybody else still having a problem with the lag or whatever? And Red said she worked with the woman whose first cousin was on the plane. She found out at work.
oh heck,
Well, I like to watch hoarders. I just, I don't know, just the stories that turn people into such a bad condition, I guess, is just what fascinates me about it. I guess it's not the mess. I'm not saying they're bad people. It's just the stories. And I know this one woman on the one I watched the other day. She actually was in the Pentagon whenever it got attacked, and she started hoarding really, really bad. And that's one reason I was just saying, there's a lot of people still going through a lot of trauma. It's still causing a lot of people heartbreak.
Mm-hmm.
And Shaky said that he did delete his YouTube channel and his Facebook account. I am so sorry. And Gloria said if she lived closer, she'd take one. And Susan said special delivery meow. You love them. They're so sweet. There's one. They're. I ain't never ever been a cat person. I've always been a dog person. And then whenever that mama cat was set out up here at the barn that started this whole thing, I never knew
Well,
how.
you had Spud.
Yeah, I had Spud. That was the one and only cat that I ever really loved up until these. And I don't know. I just
Spud was
always
so mean.
Spud was our watch cat.
Worser than a watch cat.
She was half Himalayan and half Siamese, and she looked just like a Siamese cat, but she had really, really long hair. She was beautiful. But oh my
Supposed to be a
gosh,
boy cat.
yeah. And she was the runt of the litter. And hey, I didn't know the difference. Ronnie
You
told
said
me.
you did. You knowed for sure it was a boy. I had nothing to worry about.
I said Ronnie said it was a
Oh, you
boy.
told me it was.
But
And I
anyway,
told you from the get go, I said, that ain't a boy cat, that's a girl cat.
he was gone out in the truck, and I don't remember. We was going around to dinner to our families, and Carla and Ronnie had the little kitten, and they're supposed to take it to the man who had the male cat that bred with their female cat. Well, I petted that little kitten, and I petted that little kitten, and oh Lord, we just lined up. I mean, it just hit. It was instant love, I reckon, for both of us. And I begged him for that cat and begged him for that cat. Please let me have it. No, no, we got to take it to the man. He done picked it out. And whenever they started to leave, the cat got up on the back of the seat and was having a fit and meowing. Because I reckon because Siamese only bonds with one person, they say. But that little cat, I'm telling you, it took up with me, and they turned around, brought it back, and I had Spud for I don't know, a long time. But Glenn's mama could come in here to try to wake him up. Spud would just
Yeah,
jump and
nobody was
claw.
allowed in that house.
Nobody was, and we even went on vacation and had his nephew take care of, bringing her, make sure she's got food and water, and he would run in, throw the food out, and run across the couch and out the door because she would attack him.
She would be actually chasing him.
He said, "I'll never do that no more." Hello, Erica.
Howdy.
Nice to have you in here. Life with Rob. I know I'm missing. I'm gonna skip through these because I am like way behind. But if anybody said anything that I'm missing, let me know. Highland Homestead's in the house.
Well, howdy.
And Angie says, all right, you guys, I'm going to pop off here. Y'all take care. Much love. Much love to you too. And I liked your cheese sticks that you made. Those look good.
That's our over the hill neighbor, right?
Yep. That's our over the hill neighbor.
Uh-huh. Just lives over the hill over yonder. Looky there. Carolina Vaughn, I've been mad. I ain't seen a video out yet.
About them little babies. But welcome to the channel.
Yes.
Thanks for coming in. Steve says, I've got some chores to do and saw you were live, so I wanted to say hello. I love you, Iowa. You know we love you too, and you're
Yes.
welcome in here anytime.
Yes.
You need anything, you know how to get a hold of us.
Yep. We'll do whatever we are able to do.
And Red said there's no problem.
You still way behind, I think.
Yeah. Skinner said I was down in New Orleans for Katrina also. That he actually
I went down just before the storm hit, got in all that traffic. It took me
oh heck
about
no.
24 hours to cross Louisiana down on I-10, and it ain't that far. But finally got through that and went on to Laredo, got a load coming back, and come back through. And I didn't know that they still had 10 blocked down. They wasn't no signs up, and I come up through there, and they was up there with loaders and stuff trying to push stuff out of the road. So it took me several hours to get back through because I wasn't going to try to pass them and zigzag up through all that stuff with them 18 tires on the ground. I didn't want to cut down a truck tire. So. But that was a interesting trip. And then I got home that Saturday night or Sunday morning. And on Monday morning, I went out and switched the hitch off of one truck over to the other, so I could onto my dually pickup, so I could use the dump trailer. I was going to take it up here to Walmart and set it up, let people try to donate water and stuff like that to take down there. And I don't know, 30 minutes after I got the hitch put in it and everything, and was getting ready to try to call around and find out how to go about doing stuff like that, fire alarms went off in the house and we lost our house.
Yep. So we never did get to take nothing down there, and that
No.
made me feel bad. But at that point in time, we'd lost everything too.
Yep.
I mean, his mom and Eddie, bless their hearts, took us in. I mean, we wasn't ever homeless or anything, but it's still, whenever you've worked, we took two old trailers, put them together, remodeled the inside of them, put
Outside,
house
new
siding,
windows,
wrap around them, put house roof
roof
over
on it.
top of it, and we like 2 rooms of having that whole house completely remodeled. And
3 rooms.
yeah,
Because
3.
we was working on where we was going to do the new master bedroom and bath. And
And
then the old bedroom and that other one we was going to redo it and have a nice guest room. But never did get to finish up the back part of it.
nope, and we just put brand new, I mean, bought and paid for brand new furniture in it,
Yeah, where I
a
got the
big
living
screen
room.
TV, because we had never had nothing but just a little one, and we'd saved and saved and saved to do this. And that's it. It's all up in flames, but everybody made it out all right. We didn't lose our dogs, so
Well, hey there, AKA Little Bit.
that was, all behind us and stuff. Mary says she's still having problems. Rob said it's a little lag, but not much. I know I'm still looping, so I don't.
Well, like I said a while ago, it don't matter to me.
And Proud Mama says, hello, I finally made it. Missed all you beautiful people. We missed you
Missed
too,
you.
dear. And welcome to everybody. Let's see. Susan says good. Oh, and Paula said she used to know a woman that was. I had that saved. Where was it at? I used to know a lady that was in the Pentagon behind the famous closed office door that kept showing.
Oh.
That they kept showing. Uh, oh, she's talking to Kyle. Ah, oh, Paula.
Well,
Paula done $5 super chat just because and 3 hearts. You gonna make me cry.
Paula, you didn't have to do that, but we always appreciate stuff like that, but y'all never have to do nothing like that.
Yep. And hey to Carolina Von Homestead's dad. He's watching too.
Hey, buddy.
They
It was
both,
nice to get to meet you that day.
yes, they both come down here. Paula, you're
Yep.
gonna make me cry. That's been almost, next year will be the 15 reunion.
That was this year, 2005 to
That's
2020.
right. That's right. This is 2020. See, it
Uh-huh.
still tears me up because I'm telling you, that's scary
Hey, you didn't
thing to
get to
come
see the
home
worstest of
to.
it. I was here. I was in the I had walked in the house, got me something to drink, and sat down, and I heard something like a big pop. And I thought, well, that was a breaker pop clicked off. So I got up and started down the hall towards the breaker box, and flames was coming up the bedroom wall and across the ceiling. It was a window unit air conditioner, I reckon, caught on fire and burnt the house down.
They are happy tears. You know I love you, and I can't wait to meet y'all. It just, I don't know. Today, like I said, today's always an emotional day for me because of 9/11, and then just talking about the house burning too. I don't know. Maybe it's yours is doing the same thing.
Yeah, I've been noticing mine's been flickering.
A little bit, and Mary Ranch both are still having problems with it.
What did y'all want me to go back out and come back in? Y'all want me to start over?
Yeah, we can just come back on regular YouTube. And yes, Gloria, it was really scary. I know coming home because he called out there and wasn't going to tell me.
Well,
I was at
I
work
told your supervisor not to tell. I told
and
her
she
what happened.
did. And so I was flying home, which Wendy's ain't like 7 minutes away from the house driving normal. But
Yeah, I told her,
I
said,
had
don't let
my,
her leave. I'm coming out there to get her.
and
And
then
the next
she,
thing I know, she was pulling in the driveway, and she was or didn't get pulled in the driveway, but she come walking down the driveway, and her supervisor with her.
and I mean, it was, I mean, I was just worried about him and
Oh, I was fine.
yeah, you were fine, but I didn't know because you wanted to keep everything secret from me.
Well, I just knew how you'd try to fly home, and it wasn't no use because it was done too late.
But I didn't know if he'd remembered Corky and Carmel out in the backyard, and
Yes,
he did. And because I mean, that's a lot going on. I mean, that's a lot to try to remember. And y'all know how much I love my animals, and it just. And then too, like I said, it hadn't been long till we got the new living room suit and all that, and we'd worked real hard to save money for it and worked on the house real hard. Poor Glenn had went and he was in here doing the ceiling. Well, not
yeah,
here, but in the old house doing the ceiling
I
by
put
himself.
sheetrock up around the walls and took all the ceiling out and put all new sheetrock overhead, and I don't know, it's some kind of it's kind of like wallpaper, but it's made for the ceiling where it's got the designs and stuff in it. And I'd never done nothing like that. I was trying to get that sheetrock up on the ceiling by myself, and I finally made me a 2x4 frame thing that everybody laughed about when they look at it and seen it. But boy, it worked. I could lay a sheet of sheetrock up on it and squeeze them together and slide it right up against there and get it lined up and run the screws in it. And
Yeah, I come home one night and he had that built, and I said, "Well, that don't look like that ain't helping a lot, because that meant he could work on it whenever I wasn't
yeah,
there."
I could do it all by myself. I didn't
He's
have to holler for nobody to come and help me hold the sheet up to get it put up there. And a lot of times, I'd get somebody to help me and get one or two sheets put up, and they had to go somewhere else.
you know, so he done a lot. I mean, we worked hard on that house, and it was looking pretty good, but it just
Mm,
wasn't meant to be. Um, that's right. Michelle's was doing the same thing. She said, "Okay, I'm shutting mine off and listening to Rob's."
Gloria, Gloria, I have my grandson this weekend.
We are eating a lot of chocolate. I'm coming to your house.
I hear you. Yeah, we'll help your grandson eat chocolate and you can tell the stories.
Yeah. Then that way, because Glenn just, I ain't never seen him glued to something as much when he's listening to you talk. Just listen to her
Oh, I love it.
talk. Just listen to her talk.
I don't know when I get around where people's got, I ain't gonna say it's a different language. It's not that.
Accent,
Yeah, it's
different
different
accents.
accent. It amazes me.
I love to hear people with different accents talk.
Yeah.
I always have. Erica, I was going to ask you, how is your aunt? Miracle Farm 1927 Homestead says, how did you ever recover from that loss? So terrible.
Well, the bad part, that's what we was doing, is trying to get everything done. And as soon as I got the house redone, I was gonna go get homeowners insurance because the way it was, they wouldn't insure it for nothing much. And trying to get insurance on a mobile home that you're remodeling is pretty much impossible. So I was just trying to get everything done so I could go get the homeowner's insurance on it. So it was pretty much just a total loss. But we didn't go in, well, no, we hadn't went in debt for nothing on it after I got the first trailer and paid it off.
No, because we had actually done it a little along as we
Yep, we were
could,
just
and it
doing it
was
a little
all on
alone,
our
and
own. I mean, we done it
it
all
was all paid
ourselves.
for. But we had to turn around and buy this double wide and go in debt.
Yep, but like I said, the biggest thing was nobody was hurt. Everything got out okay, and that's the main thing. I mean,
Which,
that's the main thing. Southern Life Homestead says hello,
well,
everyone.
howdy, buddy. Is it warm down there in Texas?
Red's going to bed. Says good night, everyone.
We're gonna have to pretty soon because I got to get up in the morning because I reckon.
Yeah, we gotta help Mr. Yellow House.
Yep, he's wanting me to help him do some stuff tomorrow in the morning.
Yep,
Hopefully it don't take all day.
yep. Gloria says I love your guys' accent too. That's
But
we ain't got one.
yeah,
We
I'm
hear
just
this all the time.
I'm just old country folk.
Yep. Just puttering along. She said, "Gotta go, gotta put the chickens up." That's what Red's gonna do. I wondered what she was gonna do. I didn't know
Oh,
she was gonna go eat or what.
it's getting about that time. My breakfast is about gone.
Southern Life says, "Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm at the homestead right now working." Mary Ranch says,
Ah,
"Okay, have to go. Have a great weekend and blessings to everyone." Thank you, Miss Mary Ranch.
yes, thank you very much.
Thank you for being in here. We know you got to go do your night chores, and I'm sorry it was so bad for you.
Yep.
I know whenever we first tried to go on, it was saying something about Facebook, but we wasn't trying to go live through Facebook or nothing.
Yeah, I don't
So
know
I
why it
didn't
come up
figure
with
it
that.
would affect it, but I don't know. And Skinner says, "Y'all come on over and we'll eat chocolate and move my meat birds to the chicken tractor." LOL. We gotta go do our meat birds.
Yeah, our meat birds is grown. We thinking maybe next weekend. We're gonna Paula, we're gonna make little Billy have to run his legs off, get down here and help us do them meat birds, and then come back to see you over at Fancy Gap.
Uh-huh. Poor little feller. And he told us we need to get together and do
Yes.
the
Yeah, we know.
private chat to set everything up because I'm not sure, but I think maybe Castle may be coming. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I think he was talking about tonight's live too, but he ain't been in
He
here
ain't been
yet.
in here. He forgot us. He
Uh-huh.
forgot us, but Paula said yep. But I know when we was talking to Billy the other day, we asked him again, was he planning on coming or whatever, and he said, "Well, that's on a Thursday, so that's better, right?" Wasn't that what he
He said
said?
it was open, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
So
But
I think Wade said he was coming.
he told us to make sure that we text him Wednesday.
Couple of days, I think. Let it give him a heads up in
I
a couple of days heads up on it.
Yep. So Paula, make sure, just in case I forget, make sure the Tuesday before you text me and say, "Have you sent Billy a text?" Or you can send him a text.
Yep,
If
or
you can
send
text
her
him,
one and me one, and
and
we'll
we'll
all
all
send
text
him.
him.
We'll blow his phone up.
Exactly. Miss Penmore says, "Hello, everyone. Just wanted to stop in and say hi and have a blessed weekend. Stay happy, healthy, hydrated, and safe, and God bless." So
Oh,
God bless to you too.
where did it go?
Where what?
She said, "Can y'all set that up?"
With can y'all set that up with all expected for tomorrow evening or early Sunday evening? Paula said right.
Tomorrow probably gonna maybe be tough with what I gotta go do.
Yeah,
So
with Tony and then come home and do
how
the feeding and all that. So
how early Sunday?
well, we'll probably have to wait till Tony does Believe on the Cross.
Well, that's the reason I was asking her about how early Sunday or a time frame for Sunday. Give us a time frame for you, then that way we'll try to work it out with everybody.
Skinner Farms, ours is probably already, some of them, they're probably from like 5 to 8 pounds. Our
I don't
meat
know. That big
birds.
rooster's probably bumping 10.
So we got to get ours done. We got to get them done.
Uh-huh.
She said, well, before Kinfolk goes live, 10 p.m. your time.
Okay, so that that should be good. We'll try to get her in there somewhere between about 6 and 9 o'clock range.
Tomorrow night. Or
Sunday
tomorrow
night.
evening, Sunday evening.
Sunday evening.
Okay. All right.
Because I know by the time I help Tony tomorrow and then get back and get my feeding done, I may be ready to flop over in the bed.
And Paula, I was going to tell you the other night when you said I don't. Well, you got it, but I'm sorry. The garage out yonder don't have no signal, and it was what 10:30 or 11 when we
Something
got
like that,
back,
I think.
and I didn't even see the text until the next morning. So we'll have to go watch his live, and that's going because that way we can find out why he suddenly had to get out of
Yep.
it. But
Yeah, I watched the video he came out with yesterday. I think yesterday or the day before, but it was after the live that he done. So
and she said they go live at 9. So oops, I meant 9 p.m. your time. It's 10 her time.
okay, so we need to try to do it between roughly 6 and 8.
Yep. Skinner said the last ones I done were around 5 pounds. The last meat birds we done, the one chicken breast was 3.5 pounds.
The last two that we done,
There was
the
some big
two
meat birds.
breasts and the 4 legs weighed 15 pounds.
Yep.
And
Southern.
that's not counting the back or nothing like that. That was just the breast meat and the legs.
Not a clue fishing
Well,
says,
howdy,
hey,
buddy.
hey. Southern Life Homestead says,
I'm gonna have to come down there to South Carolina one day and go catfishing with you.
I'd like to do that too.
I was waiting for that.
I won't
I
go
figured-
fishing, period.
I figured you'd have been like grabbing my hand, hollering, "Come on!"
Is he the one? Who was the one that caught 40? Their wife caught the 40
No,
pound.
that was
That was a
somebody
big
else.
catfish.
Yep.
But Southern Life says, I've had one heck of a day out here working, cutting trees, putting fence posts. I am still here and it's hot. Where are you at? Where's Southern? Do you know where Southern Life Homestead's from?
Yeah, East Texas.
East Texas. Oh my gosh. Well, see, it's dark here.
Well, it's just getting dark.
Yeah. The sun, I can actually see a few little shades of pink and blue from where the sun's still setting.
Looking out the kitchen window over here, it's mostly pink.
I wish y'all could have seen the sunset the other night. It was so beautiful. The skies was just it wasn't a pale pink, but it was pink. It was beautiful. It was so pretty. I told Glenn, Stevie Outdoorsman, hello everyone.
Well, howdy, cuz.
And he did. He said Texas. He said, LOL, I went last night and caught nothing. Hey, a bad day fishing is better than a good day at work anytime.
I figured you was gonna say a bad day fishing was better than the no fishing trip.
Well, that's true too. I don't
That's
know.
why I used to look at it when I had my pontoon boat fixed and everything. I'd go up there at the lake, had that big couch in the back. I'd get back there, stretch out, say fish all you want.
Yeah,
But
he
then
go
she
to
was always
sleep.
fussing and griping because I went to sleep.
Well, how do you enjoy fishing? And you're going now. He would leave his pole in the water. He'd put it.
I had it in my hand. If that fish started yanking on it, I'd have known.
I know one night I caught this big old fish, and I mean, I never got to see it. He did.
I got to see something. I ain't gonna swear to what it was. It was too big to tell.
But I'm telling you, I was there, and it took my line, and it just went. I mean, went. I couldn't stop it with my brakes or nothing. I was hollering, "Hey, Glenn, help me, honey, help me, get up and help me!" And he just. So
hey, I was having a good time fishing.
So I grabbed the fishing pole, got the line, threw the pole down, and was pulling the line in with my hands. And he finally gets up. Well, we finally get it to the back of the pontoon. And
Well, I
he,
finally get all the line up out of the floor back in the spinner and get it around there to the back of the boat.
but I'm telling you, he turned around and he looked at me, and his eyes was this big, and he said, "I'm not sticking my hands in this water."
I'll just be honest. I thought she had snagged a body.
That's what
I'll
I was
be
afraid
honest.
of when he turned around. Cause it went, he said it went from pontoon to pontoon.
Well,
And
no,
that, how wide was our pontoons
it
apart?
wasn't that wide, but it
Well, I
was.
meant long.
Oh, now length, I never could tell that. I could see about 3 or 4 feet before, coming up out of the water, but I couldn't tell exactly how long. But it was so big. It was wide as my shoulders.
And he said all of a sudden its tail just come up.
Well, no, its head or whatever it was,
Oh,
it just the front part come up
it
and
was
went back
dark.
down and line snapped and it was gone.
Because it was what, probably 2 o'clock, three
It
o'clock
was
in the
late in the
morning.
night. It was
And
it
I
was
mean,
time to be asleep.
I'll sit and fish. I'll sit and fish as long as I can sit. I dearly, dearly love to fish. Even, I mean, I just love to fish. Love it. uh, yeah, Miss Paula Gloria. Gloria's got a channel.
Yeah, you need to go over and listen to her talk.
She,
She
the
does good on telling
Yeah,
stories.
the very first one we watched, she was telling stories about her being a nanny.
Hmm.
And it was just interesting. She got one about her garden. I just love to hear her talk.
I need to go back over and watch some more. I haven't been over to watch none. I've been so busy around here and everything. I ain't had a chance to hardly watch anybody's anymore, and that's making me feel bad.
Yep. And not a clue fishing. It was at W. Scott Dam in Wilkesboro. Actually, is where that happened.
Yep.
And there's been story. Glenn was up there one
Yeah, we
time.
was up there and state engineer or uh, corps engineers or something. There's anyway that's checking the dam. And the guy went down in the lake at the dam and come back up and got in his boat and come over at the marina and used the phone and he was talking to somebody and he told him, said, I will not go back down in there without a cage. Said that catfish swam by me and said it was large enough to swallow me whole. And he was a good sized feller.
I know I
And I
was
mean, you could tell the guy was,
scared.
yeah, he was scared.
So it had to be true. And I know if you go up there a lot of times, especially right before the boats and stuff, because they close the campground and stuff down, you could probably go in certain parts and still fish.
Well, if you live up there, you got access to the lake year
Yep.
round. But
But if you go before the boats get in there running, you can catch fish in there like crazy. But
used to,
after the
it didn't matter.
boats,
You could catch them all day long, every day, with no problem.
you know, but the boats and stuff now, when they get in there and get to running, it's hard. You have to go into certain little coves, this, that, and the other, to be able to catch fish. I know I had never really fished with nothing other than live bait. And one day we went to Summers up there and he got a little fly. And he was sitting there was at this big rock and he was bouncing it off of that rock and hitting the water and he asked me, you want one of these tied on? No, I just use my worm.
Well, no, we went to Walmart and got them, and I was over there getting them flies, and I asked you, want any? No, I want my red worm. Okay.
And then he got to bouncing them flies off that rock, hitting that rock and them going in the water. And I mean, he's catching fish like crazy. And I was like, I want one of them.
Yeah, I was catching them little bluegills and sun perches and caught a couple of little bass. And caught that that striper.
Yep.
I forget what all I caught off of it up there that day, and she
The
started complaining. I had to quit sitting there having such good luck. Go back to the store to buy her one and come back, and I don't think we ever got another bite on them.
He always told me I jerked her lips off.
Yeah, you don't want to be a fishing with her.
His daddy was sitting at the back of the pontoon one night, and I cast out, and I mean, I cast out that
You
hole a
tried to
zillion
cast
times.
out.
Well, I cast out through that hole a million times.
Not like that. You had never casted like that before, because the rod just barely missed the side of the pond or the thing going up to the roof on the pontoon boat. You always stuck it out there and then cast it, but that night you cast it inside the boat. You was and hurry to get your hook in the water before anybody else. But she had looked like about 4 or 5 worms on her hook, and it went right above my daddy's head. Hit the piece going up to the roof on the pontoon boat, and it left a splatter, looked like a 4-inch circle.
And he just sat there. He didn't flit. His eyes got big.
He didn't sit there long. He said, "I'm going to the camper and going to bed."
But I mean, through the whole
It
thing,
scared
he
him.
just sat there.
No
And I
wonder.
was like, I would have went down or done something.
He didn't have time. No, I was expecting you to go.
It just, I missed the hole. Kyle, I didn't watch Hannah Byrne catch the big catfish. Is she the one that does the noodling? What? Oh, okay. Skinner says I need to put some videos out anyway, so I can make that a part 2 video.
Yeah.
Let's see. Stevie Outdoorsman.
Did Erica say good night?
Erica says good night. Everyone having problems with my connection. I'm so sorry, Erica. I hope your aunt's doing okay and better.
Yes.
I've been aims to text you and ask you, and I think of it, and then I'm outside away from my phone, and then I forget. Stevie says, but we love you and thank you for being in here. Stevie said, did you get your tractor fixed so we can hang out? That other big turkey is it. We got a video.
Yeah, we got a video coming out tomorrow, so you'll find out.
Yep. So you'll find out if he made me pull my hair out or he got it fixed.
Yeah.
That was dumb, wasn't it?
I wasn't gonna say it.
That's kind of like a big giveaway. That's like when you come through here, and we was out of power for a week, and his mom and daddy, they like to went crazy because they drank coffee basically all the time.
Yeah, all day long.
All day long, and they was about to die for some coffee.
No, Mama knew. Mama had ways of making coffee.
Yeah, she did, but she
it was a whole lot harder on her.
Yeah, and we went to Big Lots. And we was there looking at stuff, and I said, hey, look, there's what you need for the next time power goes out. She said, what? I said, it's a microwavable coffee pot. She just looked at me real hard and said, how you going to use the microwave if it powers out? Sorry, I have blonde moments.
24/7.
It happens. Sometimes my mouth opens and words come out before I run it by my brain.
That's impossible. Gotta have a brain before you can run it by it.
But Stevie, yeah, we're planning on we got a sink that we're going to build like a outdoor sink and stuff.
Not this weekend. What are you doing next weekend, Stevie?
Yep. Or we could get a few of them done this weekend, which would have to be Sunday. Yeah, and I don't want to do it I don't want to do that on Sunday.
He might want to meet little Billy.
Yeah, Billy's supposed to be coming down next weekend. If you won't come then, Stevie.
If everything works out between now and then, we're talking about maybe he's supposed to come down and help me do some of them because he's wanting to learn how to do them.
Rob, we want to wish you a very happy belated birthday. I was going to do it on Wednesday and did not think about it until Thursday. So hope you had the best birthday ever, and Michelle didn't give you too big of a whooping.
Hope she didn't try to dehydrate your birthday cake.
Yeah, which would probably be good the way they talk.
Not a dehydrated birthday cake.
But he said, gotta go to bed. I got a big day tomorrow night, y'all. Thank you for being in here.
Thank you, buddy, and happy birthday.
And thank you, Michelle, for being in here too. We appreciate both you guys.
Yes.
And Not a Clue Fishing says, ha ha, lip ripper. I am. That's what he calls me.
All the fish barely nibbles the hook, it liable to go flying behind her. I've seen it before. Oh, my back.
Let's see. I get it, and you're right, Paula. I am from California. Ooh, so Southern Life Homestead's originally from California.
Southern who?
Karen Cox says hello, everyone. Hello,
Southern
Miss Karen.
Southern Life.
Southern Life Homestead, the one
I
that's
thought you said wife.
no,
I'll,
that could be our channel name.
you can start that channel on your own. I ain't a wife, even though you try to make me act like one.
Gloria, if you've never fished in your whole life, you don't know what. I'm gonna say you don't know what you're missing out on. It's really relaxing and peaceful.
Well, it is for some people, and some people it's not.
Depends on how you like being around water.
Well, it's not just that. I mean, it just some people enjoys fishing. At times I do, and at times it's aggravating to me. That's the reason a lot of times I like using the pontoon boat, because it's if they're not biting good and it's aggravating, I just soon throw out there and lay down and take a nap. That's just me.
I don't know. We've always had a lot of fun. I mean,
But now I enjoy being out on the water.
I don't like no 4 o'clock getting up, or but hey, I'll get up to go fishing. Say, come on, we gotta hurry. Come on, we gotta hurry.
Well, that's not what I need to tell you in the morning, huh?
Yeah.
Come on, we're going fishing.
We're going fishing. I'll be up and
No,
gone.
you'll knock me plumb out of that burn wall.
But it's just, I don't know. To me, it's just a really relaxing thing to do, and it's suspense filled because you never know what's on the end of your line. Sometimes even little bitty fish can pull hard, and you think you've got a big one.
Yeah, I've done that before. Dragged one in thinking, boy, this is going to be a whopper. Get it in, it wouldn't even be half grown. I'm like, good God.
That's okay, Paula, honey. We getting ready to get off here, honest.
Yeah.
I've done sat here too long. I'll try to get some footage. Miss Skinner Farms has been bugging me to take her fishing down in the farm pond. I've just been busy. Law, I'd get me a pole. If we had a pond here, a fishing pond on this farm, he would never get no help. I'd be sitting down there all day fishing, petting my little kitties.
That's an ideal back yonder.
Yeah, it
I
sure
can do
is.
that back yonder, I think.
You sure can.
If everything comes together.
Susan said, that's okay, sis. I have sterling silver moments too. I guess that's what I should say I'm having now instead of blonde moments, because I got more silver in there than I do anything else. Gloria says, gotta go. Love you guys. Night, 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 night. Thank you for being in here. God bless you.
Yes. It's always a pleasure to see each and every one of you in here.
Exactly. And y'all just don't know how much we love y'all. We talk about y'all all the time. We'll be out here working, talking about all of y'all. And Keto Hollywood Jep says, yep, little fighters, and they are. They can put up a big fight to be little bitty fish.
They can. I've caught some big ones and drug them in and wondered if they was still on the line when I get them up there, and then catch them little ones and they fight like crazy. So you never know till you get them to the bank.
Exactly. Skinner Farm says, gotta bait hooks and take the fish off for Miss Skinner Farm, so I usually don't get to get much fishing done. Now, I'll bait them as long as it's a worm.
I told her, no, you used locust that time.
Yeah, they were dead.
I told her, I said, I will not bait your hook and I will not throw out for you. If you're going to hold the pole and wind it in, you got to do the rest.
And I try to get the fish off, but sometimes I can't get the hook
out. Most time I
out.
do have to take that off.
Because I can't get it worked out. But now I try. I do try. Sometimes I've got them off. Sometimes they fell off.
Most of them gets jerked off. You would probably
they bring them back and I got fish lips.
That I wouldn't doubt sometimes. You probably throw them behind you.
Who is it? Who is it that Arms family fishes with? That famous fisher? That always says, kiss your fish while I get to kisses the fish lips. Oh, I bet so. Keto with just as crawfish heads and shrimp heads work well. I bet that would work good. I've always wanted to eat crawfish, but said I never knew how to do it. We went whenever he was driving the truck.
Donna said they was prepping it for tomorrow.
We'd always go through Louisiana, and you'd go into like hot bars or whatever, and they'd have just crawfish everywhere. And I told Glenn, I said, I want to try them so bad, but I don't know what to eat on them. But anyway, guys, we've loved talking with y'all tonight. We've been on here over an hour, and I've still got to cook supper or got to fix something to eat anyway.
Yeah, 'cause my breakfast is gone.
Yep. So, anyway, you guys, we love you. We thank you for being in here from the bottom of our hearts. We appreciate each and every one of you. And we'll see you guys on the next one. God bless you. Bye.
Bye.